Welcome to Rethink Gaming's one-shot night featuring Night of the Living Dead, played through Discord and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks, as always, to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. If you want your own copy of this adventure, please check us out on DM's Guild. It just launched this week. And if you want to support us for more awesome content just like this, please consider joining us on Patreon. Let's begin. As mentioned, tonight is a one-shot. The adventure is set up for level 4 characters, so everybody might be getting used to some new characters. There could be a few hiccups, but just bear with us there. Let me read the intro. Have you ever had one of those days? You're short on coin, so you take an easy job. Escort the young heirs to visit the grave of their late grandmother, return them home before dark, collect your payment, and drink at the local tavern until you're short on coin again. Easy, right? That was the plan until they come along. Zombies, undead, ghouls, whatever you want to call them. They came from nowhere, and then they were everywhere. The first to fall was the heir, while protecting his sister. Next, most of the guards died bravely but quickly, as did the horses. We fled afoot to the only shelter we've seen in several leagues, a run-down inn at a crossroads. Zooming in the picture for the video. A weather-worn sign hangs from a broken, rusty chain, identifying the inn as the Lucky Goblin. The remote two-story wooden structure seems like it was built by someone with big ideas but a small budget. If it ever experienced better days, those days are long past. The awning shades decaying wooden steps and an ajar door from the setting sun. What do you do as the shadows grow long? Everybody should be able to see the map.
Yep.
We approach the front door.
Do that thing.
Oh, I can't move the Steel Defender. I guess that's just because it's a friendly NPC.
Okay. I can drag him along with you.
Yeah.
Dipik, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here with you, Bob. Sorry.
Okay, you're looking at a front porch. The entryway is open, beyond which is a great door.
Knock, knock, knock.
The open door leads to a great room. Large windows are covered by flimsy, dilapidated storm shutters that let in beams of golden light. 2 tea tables rest next to oversized, comfortable-looking chairs, and 7 chairs surround a large oaken dining table. 1 chair seems to be missing. In the far corner of the room sits an ancient hearth, cold and full of ash. The floor is rotten from years of water damage and neglect. A stairway on the western wall leads up to the second floor or down to the level below. 2 doors stand closed on the eastern wall. Oh, and I forgot to include Ms. Judith, who's with you. Damn it. Disco lights. All right.
Do I notice anything about the table? Unique.
Such as what?
I don't know why it's missing a chair.
No marks or anything on the table to indicate what might have happened to the chair.
Are there any sounds like? Can I make a perception to see if there's anyone moving around in this house that we don't know of yet?
You can, yes. As you go to listening, the young heiress speaks. John! We have to go back and get John! You left him! You left him behind! And she starts striking Tadpole with limp fists. We have to go get him!
That's June.
Well, I don't really know if there's going to be much to go back and get, unfortunately.
Are you attempting to console Miss Judith?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a perception roll. Can we get a persuasion roll? Or any other
Oh.
skill you think might be appropriate?
No, that was my perception, Bob. I'll wait till it's my turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Dude, we're fine.
I'll
Sharing,
throw a
please.
persuasion roll.
I'll help him out with a charismatic speech about courage and the enemies and the foes that we have that are new to us that we're facing.
Okay.
Kind of back him up what he's saying about maybe not going back.
Oh, Braun seems to have it covered.
Agreed.
I almost should have made you roll at disadvantage. Okay, you can hear boots stomping down the stairs.
Bob, I flew over to the front door and I'm looking outside and I rolled perception just to see if there's any movement or anything going on outside to be aware of.
It seems still for now. For now.
Yeah, I'm being a good little 2-foot tall flying watchdog.
Okay.
So we already engaged the undead or ghouls or zombies or whatever you want to call them.
You've seen them. You've seen them kill people. Thus far, you've evaded.
Maybe we'll start trying to set up some defensive perimeter here.
Heavy boots thunder down the stairs as a broad man with rich brown skin pauses briefly to glance you over. Nothing much upstairs. Here, help me move this. As he heads over to the table.
I'll help him move that. Whatever that may be.
Who is that person?
Some commoner that just came down the stairs.
As I'm helping him, I'll introduce myself and the party and ask who the hell he is in a nice way.
Name's Benny. He groans as he pushes the table toward the door. He just sort of slides it over there.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing with the table? What are you doing with the table?
We should set up some kind of defenses.
Do we really need to stay holed up in this house? Is there nowhere better to go?
We're lucky to have made it this far. They're really thick up the North Road. I just came from that way.
No, you came from upstairs.
There's nothing up there. Nothing I could find anyway. We don't have much time. They're going to be here any minute.
I'm going to fly upstairs.
All right. The upstairs portion of the map is on the very bottom. I'll move you down there.
I will agree with Benny and say that we need to fort here for the night, or at least
That's a wall.
for a
You just
while.
went through a wall.
Oh, sorry. Let me get some more of that perceptionist to see if I notice anything. Do I hear anything or notice any movement, anything breathing up here?
You notice something on the ground as you near the second story. A corpse in tattered, torn clothing, looking back at you with lidless eyes and a skinless face.
I'm going to jump back in reaction a little bit. Fly back downstairs and say out loud to the room, "What do you mean there's nothing upstairs?"
I don't have any way to help her. Nothing useful, I meant.
Do we know if she's about to stand back up?
What?
The Walking Dead are outside. Has that been taken care of properly?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let's see. Hey, Tadpole, come on upstairs with me.
Okay. I'm gonna go up, and my Steel Defender is gonna go up with me.
I'm gonna ask Benny a few questions.
Okay.
So, what are they talking about upstairs?
I think it's the innkeeper. I've never
What
stopped
of
here
him?
before. I've been riding past, resupplying Namseng's brigade for months. None of this should have happened. They're supposed to have kept us safe. I've brought them things that they should have used to keep us safe. Come to think of it, I wonder if they still have it.
Who is they?
You've not heard of Namseng's brigade. They're a paladin corps. They're composed of holy warriors, fighters, paladins, bards, clerics.
Ah, yes, I know of this brigade. As you see, I am a paladin myself.
You want to make a history check?
Yeah, I'd love to. Shit.
Okay.
I'd love to shit.
Let me see if I can persuade Benny to tell us the rest of the story and how this group, or what is this thing that he brought that could have been helpful.
So you're asking him specifically about the thing?
Yeah, what is the thing that you brought these people that could have been helpful?
It was in a great oaken box, emblazoned with holy symbols. They made a big deal out of it when it arrived. It was a stick or a staff, a scepter.
Who did you give it to?
The head cleric, I think. I'm just a wagon driver. I don't even know their names.
All right. These stairs go up both ways, up and down?
They do go down, but there is a door at the bottom of the downstairs.
I'm gonna check out exits and see how reachable they are.
Okay.
I guess I'll investigate the door.
Okay, so you go to open the door. It is locked and barred from the opposite side.
locking guard from the inside, like bottom of the basement.
Mm-hmm. What's going on upstairs?
So Tadpole came back upstairs with me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm showing him the innkeeper that's faceless and not moving currently. And yeah, Tadpole, I'm just not checking out up here by myself.
Yeah, that sounds very reasonable
So I'm gonna.
based on what you've described.
So there's 2 doors here. I'm gonna check this one, and before I just open it, I've learned over the years not to do that. Let's see if I can detect anything about this door. I guess not.
No, but it seems like it could come open with a strong breath. You're also standing directly below a hatch in the ceiling.
Can I see anything protruding or any reason why I would be afraid to go up into that hatch? Is it open or
It's
closed?
closed. It is closed.
Okay. Well, first I'll Tadpole, you ready?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna push the door in front of me, and I've got an arrow knocked and not quite drawn just yet,
Okay.
and I'll enter the room.
And I'm right behind him, and my steel defender is actually my steel defender's in between us.
Okay.
I'd like to say.
Make some room for me.
Okay. This is a simple traveler's bedroom with a made bed that's not been used in some time and a simple chest that does not lock.
Check the chest and also look underneath the bed for any items that are stashed or anything like that.
Nada on both counts.
Mm-mm.
All right.
What are we doing? Let's see. You are actually at the cellar door on the outside, Bjorn. Or Braun. So you would be here. Oh, before we do that, Arthur. So none of the doors upstairs are locked. The room you are in has 1, 2, 3, 4 windows, 2 large doors. The 2 doors adjacent to you, one leads into a storage room, the other leads into a suite with a large double window, door leading to a private bath and storage room.
I think I'm going to go ahead and slide this table, just like at an angle in front of this doorway, because there's no reason not to.
Okay.
Just like barricade the door.
Okay.
Uh,
So, speaking of the magic words, do you wish to try to fortify that entrance using the
Yes.
barricade rules?
Yes, I would.
Alrighty. So, which door? This is the south door?
This south door, yes.
All right.
I. Give me a second. I got rid of the barricade rules. Do I need to give you a roll?
Or we can take the flat HP, whichever you want to do.
I'm cool with the flat.
All right. So a barricade action for a large object. Give me a strength, intelligence, or wisdom check. Your call.
Strength it is. Man.
Oof.
Okay, you have not effectively applied the table to increase the strength of that entryway. You're going to try to open the door downstairs?
Yes.
Put your shoulder into it. That is a strength check if you're trying to force it open.
Yeah, not much fun. Let's see what happens. Hells yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the door does pop open.
do I see? I should have dark vision.
There's actually a little bit of light down here. And you see two people. A red-bearded dwarf. And a tiefling woman laying on the workbench in the far corner.
What's their current state?
So the man is holding a claw hammer as though it were a weapon and somewhat reluctantly, brandishing it in your direction. Who are you? What are you doing? He says.
We're seeking shelter from the insanity outside. What can you tell us of the situation here?
Not a damn thing. You go back upstairs right now.
We mean you no harm. Perhaps we can work together.
I don't think I'm going to be of any use to you. Kira and I are staying down here.
All right, what else is in the room?
So we've got several storage boxes and barrels. There are several doors on the far side. None of them are locked. They lead to a private or a public bath and a private room for the innkeeper.
What's in the middle of the room?
Those are storage crates.
In the store on the far side, where does that lead?
That leads up to the surface. It is also locked and barred. All right, switching back to who did we do last? How about the upstairs crew?
Let's see. So we just swept this top room here. Do you want to check the room across the hall from it now?
Brian? If you're
Sorry about that. Sorry, my thing was on mute there. All right, Tadpole, cross the hall. You're up.
Yep. So I'd like to roll a perception to see if I hear anything behind the door or anything.
Okay. Quickly taking a listen to the door, you don't hear anything behind it.
Yep. So I'm going to open the door just like hesitantly and slowly, and I'm going to send my steel defender in first.
Okay.
And then do I hear anything after it walks in?
You don't.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a second or two just to see, and then I'm gonna walk in the door after it.
When he goes in, I'm still keeping an eye on the innkeeper that's on the ground to make sure it's still on the ground.
It is. It has not moved.
Out of character, do we have knowledge yet of, how to kill these, go for the head kind of thing? Would our characters know that at this point?
I think we're about to.
Judith screams, pointing through the open doorway. What is that?
Do we hear this upstairs?
You can definitely hear her screaming, yes.
I'd like to immediately...
Tadpole, let's go. And head downstairs.
Yep.
You can hear it in the basement as well. Tovar rushes over to close the door. Everyone, please roll initiative.
Ooh. And my Steel Defender has the same initiative as I do. It goes right after me.
Okay. I'm gonna clean up. I have so many open windows right now. So Tadpole is initiative 21 and Steel Defender is 2.
Alright, so are we at the top of the stairs now?
Yes.
Like in the main room though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I would like to, let's see, how far can I move? I would like to make my way, just drag myself over here, and go 5, 10, 15, 20. And which doorway is it in?
Which doorway is
Or oh, I thought the thing was like in a doorway already, but it's just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna make my way. Let's see, that's 25, and I'm going to stop right here. Since I can't see any enemies directly, I'm just going to tell my Steel Defender. I'm gonna like yell at it up the stairs to come down and come to the doorway next to Arthur, and I'm gonna tell it to wait there.
Okay. Steel Defender to the doorway next to Arthur. Yoink. Yeah, Judith is gonna run in this room and hide.
Okay. I would like to get a better. So this enclosed like porch. What are the walls of the porch? Is it like just like a low wall, or is it a?
No, they're almost the same as the exterior of the house. They're not finished on the inside.
Gotcha. So this entryway is the only way through, and this window, I guess.
Yeah, well, then there's another window and the other entry, the door that you put the table by.
Sure.
Yep.
Sorry, this specific entryway.
Mhm.
So I will get a better vantage and see what I see. I'll make a perception to see if there's any other creatures, any other things
Okay.
around. It's just the one. Damn. All good.
You only see the one.
Okay. I will back into this and let people know what I see. I'll just yell it out into the house. There's a Draugr, or there's a creature, an undead-looking creature approaching the western side. Kind of just chant that into the house, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
So I'm effectively trapped down here in the basement and they locked me in.
Well, because you forced the door, it won't properly bar. You can just push him out of the way and open it again. Or you can open the one that you're behind and go up if you want to.
Yeah, we'll check this one and see if it's locked.
I mean, it's locked, but the inside you can unlock it just by turning the knob.
Okay. Yep. I'll unlock it and let go outside.
Okay. So 2 squares of movement puts you up here.
All right. I'll prepare a spell for when the undead gets closer. and hide behind the tree. So maybe conceal myself here.
Okay.
One stealth check. You want a stealth check for that concealment?
Yes. Okay. The creature seems to know you're there. As it staggers in your direction. Oh, winged one. Brian? Deepak?
All right. So I'll go ahead down the stairs the rest of the way. I don't know if I can just move myself up to the top here.
That's fine.
And I'm going to go. So there's windows here. What is and what is not boarded up yet?
Nothing is boarded up yet.
So, like in front of the window in front of me, that little table there, I could try and apply that, correct?
Yes, you can.
And of course, all of the stats that you need for this are not my sweet spot. What are the stats? It's strength and which?
Strength, wisdom, intelligence.
All right, I'll try it with strength. There we go. All right, and would I have so I'll apply one of those to the window. Would I have enough time to try for the other one on the same turn, or would that be another time?
It takes an action to do that.
I'll do that.
You've used one of the tables successfully. It can't be used again. But give me a roll. So the table is a small object. So give me a 1d6. All right, that takes the window's strength up to a 9.
All right, and I believe that should complete my turn.
Okay, Benny is going to stand behind you. Oh, ugly bastard. What should we do? He says to Arthur.
We must stand and fight.
He pats on your
will.
shoulder. Ready to stand behind you. Tad?
Okay, so I'm gonna come up. So the door in front of Arthur and the defender is open, right?
Yes.
I'm going to come.
Are you now?
Yeah, I was about to make the joke and then I didn't. I'm gonna walk through. Let's see, that's 10, 15. Can I be like right there? Like kind of in the entrance so I can see him?
Yes, you can.
And I am going to throw my hand axe at him.
Interesting choice.
Let's see, that's more than 20, so it's at disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you throwing a...
Because it comes back to my hand after I throw it.
Oh, okay.
It's the artificer one. So I just throw it, it hits nothing, and it comes right back. A little miffed, but nothing else. And then as my bonus action, I'd like to tell the steel defender to come just stand right in front of me. And if the decayed Draugr gets within melee range, to use its force empowered rend.
Alrighty.
Okay. I am going to step out into the distance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna chuck a javelin at this guy. And it doesn't come back to my hand.
That's unfortunate, honestly.
Let me see if I can get some damage off. Okay. So yeah, I'm also going to bust a divine smite. First the damage. I have no idea why I just dealt so much damage there.
Because he's undead.
Yeah. Yes, he is. All right. Yeah. Then I'll divine smite that guy.
Bardic Inspiration too.
And I have Bardic Inspiration. Do I throw the effect on him? Because I don't see how else to cast.
I think it's the first D6 was already added.
For divine smite?
No, for Bardic Inspiration.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, the Bardic Inspiration went off. And
No, the
then
divine smite went off. So
did it go off? Okay.
you did 2d8 radiant and an additional d8 radiant because you had an effect on you. And then your javelin itself did 5 points.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, you
Great.
already used Smite.
Yeah, it
Okay.
applied it because you had an effect running when you attacked.
Oh, I didn't think I had put that on myself yet. But we did, and I'm good. And I will then back into this where I can still see him, but I'm not out in the middle of nowhere and pass my turn.
Ron?
Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess I will use my vicious mockery cantrip.
Okay. What are you going to say?
What do I see? What does he look like?
So he looks like an undead Viking dude. Let's share that again. Looks like exactly that.
Does that smell your breath or the head you're holding?
Okay.
Cool.
I'll throw you some inspiration for that. He did not save.
Yay. Thanks. I'm gonna use my inspiration immediately for reroll damage. For one more point.
Let's go.
Nope. Okay. Can I apply Bardic Inspiration to more than one person?
Can you what?
Can I apply my Bardic Inspiration to someone else now as well? What's that
Yeah,
one?
as a bonus action, you can apply Bardic Inspiration until you're out of dice.
Let's do that thing.
Okay. Two, three, four, five. Creature is going to grab its skull, pull incredibly hard upwards, and throw it at the steel defender. It missed. That's its action for this turn. Mr. Fairy, sir.
Tired of being on mute. From where I am, I don't think I would have any sight past everybody through the door, yeah?
You can see past them, yes. We only take up part of that 5-foot square, so.
Now, that's the only one we've seen so far, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to move up alongside Benny, and I should have line of sight out to the Draugr, and I'll take aim and shoot.
Okay.
Now, for a headshot mechanic, if I wanted to do that, how does that work?
You have to roll a critical.
Roll it. Come again?
You have to roll a 20.
Got it. Alright. And that hit. And let's see if all those mechanics work right now. It doesn't really matter. They didn't, but he's still dead. Alright. And so he drops. And yeah, I don't have another.
Drop.
Uh-oh.
He does not drop.
He stumbles, but he's on his feet.
Yeah, not a happy camper. I'm going to end my turn.
Benny says, if only we had a hammer and some nails. He nudges Deepak out of the way and grabs one of these chairs to put it in front of the window. Oops. Do that. Don't do that. No. Okay. What Benny's gonna do. Back to the top with Tad.
Alright, so obviously I saw him take that arrow and like kind of stumble and then just get right back up and be just fine. Do I see the head doing anything, or is it just sort of laying there in front of the defender?
It's gonna bite the defender. It's trying to move toward that way.
Okay, so I am going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to once more chuck my hand axe at the Draugr. Since it's within 20 feet, I don't have to have disadvantage. Just try to get him like square in the chest.
Okay. Nice.
That's gonna be square in the chest. Let's see.
In the
Oh, that didn't. Whoops. I didn't drag it onto him. Do you want me to just roll another d6 and...
Sure.
Okay. Just the d6 or the d6 plus 1?
I think just the d6. You would have only gotten the +1 once.
Okay.
Nice.
boom.
So,
Okay, so you did a total of 14 damage. It's not dead.
and it's just fine.
It reeled from the impact, but it is just fine.
Okay, so my hand axe is just
no,
gonna
it's
like...
not. It's dead.
Oh.
It's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Unless the damage is radiant or from a critical hit.
Haha!
Keep me honest on that. It's dead.
So my hand axe is just gonna like fly back out of its chest, and then I'm just gonna tell my steel defender, because I picture it's like I can make it whatever it looks like. So I picture it's like Wally kind of looking.
Okay.
I'm just gonna tell him to pick up the head and just chuck it as far as it can.
Okay.
And call it a day on that one.
All right. Clearing the initiatives. What would we like to do now?
I'd like to give a speech about staying steadfast in these times of hardship.
What would that speech say?
That we should continue to do our best against these terrible enemies, and that there may be more to come. We must fortify and rely on each other for support.
I'll give you gold star for that.
And then I'd like to immediately start barricading again, starting down here where I failed.
Okay.
Ron's going to come inside before the barricades go up.
Okay.
And someone was talking about a hammer, and I'm going to tell the group about the folks who are downstairs, one of which has a hammer.
And as soon as he says that, I'm gonna say, "Ha ha!" and I'm going to pull out my carpentry tools that I have, and I'm going to start trying to board up. Is this right here where I am? Are these two tiles? Is that a table?
It is.
I'd like to try to take this table and, to the best of my ability, board up this entrance right here where there's not like an actual door.
Okay. So you want to board up right here? As
Yes.
a doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So give me a check. You having carpenter tools, being proficient in them, can add your proficiency bonus to the check. And
What
it
is
can
it, an
be
intelligence?
Strength, intelligence, or wisdom.
Okay. I'm just gonna do an intelligence save since I have proficiency on that.
Okay.
That'd be the right roll.
Okay. Not good enough on this action. Let's go around the horn. Dipak, what are you doing?
Let's see. So we didn't finish clearing upstairs. It's stable now. I'm going to go back upstairs,
Okay.
letting Braun know I'm going up, and I'm going to sweep upstairs. So when I go up the stairs, is the innkeeper still dead on the floor?
Innkeeper's still dead on the floor. Why wouldn't the innkeeper be dead on the floor?
As long as the innkeeper's not trying to eat me, I don't care. I just,
Innkeeper has no face.
He could be dead standing up.
out of character. If the brain is still in there, we don't know. All right, so the door directly above me on the map, north of me on the map, I'm going to listen before I open.
Okay. Definitely going to give you a gold star for that, but no, you don't hear anything.
All right, go in. Is this another unmade or unused room?
It is.
Nothing of loot value?
Nothing of loot value. This whole floor.
The whole floor.
Just give you that one for free. Braun, what are you doing?
I'm going to go back downstairs and see what's going on with my two compatriots.
Okay, so there is a crate now in front of the door down at the bottom of the stairs. Give me a strength check if you'd like to push that out of the way.
Yep.
You can hear grunting from the other side. The dwarf has pushed it back closed. You did not successfully open the door. Pass off, he says.
I'm going to try to persuade him to let me downstairs.
Okay.
How can I do that? He doesn't seem like the kind that's going to be helpful, so I'll say that we're here to help him, and that we can all protect each other. So he needs to let me down there so that I can help him.
Give it a go. Right, and I'm gonna do a wisdom on his part. He backs away from the door. Says, "Fine, just take what you need and go."
Yeah, so I want to try to make kind of an inventory of what's down here, what we can use to board up. This door, as well as some of the doors that are upstairs.
So if you
Window.
take a look at the barricade mechanics sheet, each room has its contents listed in a little table. Throw that up there again for everybody watching at home. As long as they're not British. No, I'm just kidding.
So does that mean I found carpenter tools down here?
Well, Kira's laying on most of them. She groans slightly if you disturb her rest.
What's her situation?
You're looking at a purple tiefling whose skin is warm to the touch. If you reach for her, Tovar runs over, inserting himself in between you. "What are you doing? She's fine."
What's wrong with your friend?
"She's just sick. It's a fever. Happens all the time."
Is he lying?
Hard to tell, but your medicine check does not agree with his diagnosis. She seems very sick for something that should be a common fever.
Yeah. Okay.
Going back up to Tad, or no, Arthur. Arthur, you want to try that door again?
Yes, I would. I would like to use my strength.
Strength.
Yes.
Do that thing.
I would like to use my inspiration
Okay.
and gather more strength.
Actually, as you do
Is
that, Benny is going to come and help you. That'll give you advantage.
Ah, hooray. Am I busting my inspiration as well? Yeah.
It's up to you.
I'll do it. We'll get this door.
There you
We'll get it
go.
done.
All right. For a large object, give me a D10. Nice.
Oh,
Always.
We did it.
So that
Bellissimo.
doorway is wedged pretty good.
And then I'm going to make my way over to this window.
Okay.
And attempt to barricade it as well.
What are you going to use to barricade that?
Is this a small table? Yeah. I'm going
It's a
to use
kitchen
this
counter.
table.
It's actually attached to the
Oh.
wall. You could maybe strip it out.
What about the wooden table right next to, like, to my, if you're looking down to my right?
Yeah, you could use. There's two tables that are probably loose there.
I'll use the remaining table.
Okay.
And I will ask Benny if he'd like to assist me with this one as well, as it's a table and I'm barricading a window.
Sure. All right. And the table is... I guess that's a large object. We didn't really... That's probably a medium object. D8, please.
Damn. It's a window. It's all right.
Okay. Tadpole.
Yep, just gonna try again to barricade this entrance here where I'm still standing.
Would you like to instruct your steel defender to assist you?
Yes, I would love for him to kind of hold it in place while I'm trying to like nail it to the wall, like keep it steady.
That should be the help action, assuming the steel defender can take the help action. I guess he probably can. I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's assume so.
So advantage. I'll take it. I needed it.
Unfortunately, a 13 is not high enough. It's not so easy turning furniture into walls.
Mm-mm.
Deepak, what do you want to do?
All right. So since there's nothing of value up here, let's see. There's all those doors, and you said they're pretty flimsy, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start pulling doors and sliding them down the stairwell, and I'll spend my next, however many turns it is, removing all of the inner doors, including through the further hallway, where there's 6 beds. All of those inner doors, I'm going to try and repurpose and start sliding them down the hallway, and calling out ahead of time, giving people a warning, coming down.
Okay. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 medium objects you could use.
Yep. I'm going to start just sliding them down the stairs flat, so hopefully they don't cause any destruction at the foot.
Braun?
Can I use my Song of Rest to try to heal Kira?
You can, yes.
I will sing her a song about the blight this night and healing her as she reclines on the wall. We will have a great ball. I don't know. I'm not very good at this.
Okay, so you begin the song and you start to take a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah?
Is that what that takes? Okay, yeah.
Hey, Bob, barricade mechanics question. Something that, and this is completely out of character and meta. Just curious, if we board the doors from the outside instead of from the inside,
Uh-huh.
we're spending time outside, but shouldn't that make the mechanics of the doors stronger? Or of the
We hadn't put that in the rules anywhere, but we could potentially give you, I don't know, advantage on the checks. There's a couple of zombies if you want to deal with that. Anybody who wants to deal with that can roll initiative.
I would love to immediately deal with that.
Do we all hear them, or?
Once again, Judith sees them through the window and screams bloody murder.
Okay.
Thank
I'd
God,
like to deal with
Judith.
that too.
Do I have a screen? Well, this is the wrong one, but... Well, it didn't play. Yeah, whatever. Alright, we need initiative from Braun, looks like. And Steel Defender's initiative is 16.
I guess my short message is about to be interrupted.
Okay, so Braun is actually going to start the round.
Who seems unlikely to be effective at healing her, because I need, what, an hour?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna try to convince Tovar that we need to take care of here before something bad happens to all of us.
Okay.
I guess that's persuasion. Yikes.
Follow that up with an insight check. Okay. You see nothing.
I know nothing.
Arthur.
I'm going to attempt to obtain a line of sight. And then I will once again call out that there are two, count 'em, two of those same dead Vikings coming at us from the southeast. And then I will pass my turn because I've utilized my movement.
Mr.
Okay.
Pole.
I'm going to. I want to use my action to try to frickin' deal with this doorway again. And I want my steel defender to help me.
Okay.
Let's see.
'Cause
I'll do that
zombies,
one again.
What zombies?
Yeah, well, we don't want them to come in this door, you know? They might try to be sneaky zombies.
Fair, fair.
Freaking finally.
There you go. All right. Large object. Give me a. What do we say? D10.
10.
All right.
Alright. Okay, so then now that I've taken care of that, I'm gonna move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna call my steel defender to come right behind me and to watch my back. And that's my turn.
Okay. The leathery, stiff, decayed Draugr moves with surprising swiftness toward the window.
Is this a double pane window or is it a door? It looked kind of like a doorway to me.
It's two windows side by side.
Perfect.
Deepak.
All right. I'm going to move over here
By
and
the way, you're downstairs already. You can see the outside of the building from the upstairs. If that's something you want to do.
oh, well, I'm already at the doorway, but that's good to know. So past the doorway, I should have line of sight to attack Decayed Draugr 1.
Yes. Well, no, this door is closed and barricaded, so no, you can't attack through it.
Oh, there's no even limited cover from it. Would there have been from the window? When you say you're covering the windows, there's still like partial coverage to shoot past, yeah?
Yeah, you'd have to open it or something, or break through it, right?
Okay.
But yeah, presumably.
Instead of that, and I don't know if this is kosher or not, if I were still at the upstairs, could I have gone to the window? Because I would have had that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me move my happy self back here.
That's fine.
Appreciate that. So I was right about here. So if the screams are coming, I'm assuming it would be the bottom of the frame that I'm in.
Yes.
Would be the window?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to move to the window, see the Draugr, and I think I'm actually going to use one of my Battle Master maneuvers. Use a superiority dice. And I was going to go with the precision attack. Well, let me roll first and see if I need it or not, but I can add that after. I got to get you Draugr 1. Yes, it wouldn't even matter anyway. I'm gonna take an action surge. Use another action.
Okay.
And that time I hit him. All right. There's a nice shot to him. All right, that'll end my turn.
So you said there's carpenter's tools downstairs, so Benny's gonna head that way to go and get those. Judith is going to get the hell out of that room. And it'll be Braun's turn. She's gonna go hide in this closet.
Going to lie to Tovar and tell him that if he doesn't help us, we're all gonna die.
Okay.
Try to get him to come help us with the barricading and the fighting of the.
Okay. Seems convincing. It is. His expression softens. Give me another insight check.
Not my thing.
Not your thing. Okay.
Tovar, why don't you go help Benny and take those carpenter's tools upstairs?
Okay, he pointedly nudges you out of the way, reaches gently under Kira to collect the rest of the carpenter's tools in the little wooden box, and brings them over and hands them to Benny. Anything else, Braun?
That's probably an action. Yeah, that'll be it for now.
Alrighty, I will. These windows, how tall are they?
They're about 3.5 feet tall.
Alright, well then, I'm going to open up a window and chuck a javelin.
Okay. Sticks a little, but it opens easily for someone as strong as you are.
Number 1. Mother of pearls.
Did you reclaim your other javelins, by the way?
No. I threw one and it's still out there.
Okay.
Oh, did you mean the ones that were already used when I... Yeah, no, I've used
in this
2.
circumstance, it might matter.
Yes, it might. Especially since the other wall is completely barricaded. So I will chuck that javelin.
Okay.
And then I will close the window. And I think I'm going to back away from the window just to see what they do. Back away, kind of still ready, have my sword, or have my hand on my sword, watching and waiting to see what they do.
Okay.
Okay. So Arthur has closed this window that they're closest to. Is that what he just said?
Yeah, yes. Closed it.
Okay, so I'm gonna, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So, is opening and closing the window an action, or?
No, it's just an interaction.
Do I just get like one of those per turn, or?
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to open the window like just a little bit.
Okay.
So I can see the Draugr, obviously. Can I see the ground?
Yes.
Around them? Can I see any sort of like a fallen branch or a rock or anything near them?
Sure.
Within 60 feet?
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna point at it, and I'm gonna point at the Draugr, and I'm gonna catapult it.
Okay.
So I'll drop that on him.
He did
He's
not
gonna
save.
fail. He's gonna take that sweet 3d8.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tell my Steel Defender to get right up next to me, under the window. And if they try to come in, as soon as they're within range, to Force Empowered rend them.
Okay. One of the Draugr's hands drops off. From the impact of your blow.
Nice.
I'm sorry, what did you say the Steel Defender's gonna do?
He's gonna stand like right next to me, or like right under the window. And if they try to climb in the window, he's going to Force Empowered rend them.
Okay. So the Draugr's hand climbs up on its fingertips and moves towards the window. Sort of hopping up and down as best as it can, being a hand. The decayed Draugr moves forward and attacks the window itself. Bite's probably ineffective against the window, but with the slam, crashes it. Window takes 3 damage. This other Draugr moves forward. I need tokens for those windows. 1 second.
I'd like to ask you a question real quick. So, protection says when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose a disadvantage. Are they rolling to hit this window?
They are.
Okay. I would like to impose disadvantage on this Draugr 2 attacking the window. The window is within 5 feet of me. Unless, though, that second window is separate. Never mind. It is not within 5 feet of me.
Did you want to retroactively impose disadvantage against this first Draugr's attack?
Yeah, sure. I would love to. Sorry to do that late.
That's okay. New characters and all.
I didn't realize that it said any target other than me. So
yeah. Okay.
My reaction
so
to impose disadvantage.
Then just make the attack roll again. Not that it's terribly difficult to hit a window, but you never know.
Disadvantage, you never know. Miss hit himself.
Nope. The worst of those is the first one he rolled. So.
Alrighty.
Oops, hold on. 3 damage against that window.
Well, Bob, do you want to move the Steel Defender up next to me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Or under the window on the other side of me.
Right there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was primed to do a reaction, yes?
Yeah, if they started climbing in the window.
Okay. Well, they're bashing the window, so I guess it doesn't trigger it yet.
Well, I don't really know exactly what its Force Empowered rend is, but I feel like it wouldn't go through a window, since it's like a melee.
Not bite, but it's the same attack roll. Okay, so Draugr 2 slams its fist into the window frame, not doing any damage. Deepak. Now you have a little bit of an angle problem from the window you're at.
Well, I had an idea about that, and I was just going to ask you.
Yes, sir.
So the window that I'm leaning out is really like an open frame, and me being small, I could probably pass through that window and fly. Could I not?
You could, yes.
So I would like to fly out of the window a couple of feet to where I might actually have that angle.
Gotcha.
Fire fire a shot, and then use the rest of my movement to go back into safety.
Very nice.
All right. Let me scroll up here so I can see the joggers. And let's see if we hit one of them. I did.
Schwack.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so that was not a critical hit. So we need to do this thing here. Let's see how much damage you do. You did 6 damage. He's probably still alive. Let's see.
I was actually going to say I can add a superiority dice with a precision strike, which adds another D8 if it makes a difference.
8 points of damage could make a difference. You need to roll a 5 or higher. Okay.
So what?
He's dead.
Drop, dogger. Drop.
The mechanic is, it's the typical zombie mechanic if you're paying attention from home. DC 5 plus damage taken. Constitution save. If he makes the save, he's still alive with 1 point.
All right. And that should end my turn. I have fluttered my way back inside.
Okay. Benny will take the carpentry tools and head upstairs. Back to the top of the order, Braun.
I'm gonna try to convince Kira to tell me what's wrong with her while making a, I guess, persuasion check or medicine, or anything, which one do you want?
Okay.
What happened to you, lady? Why are you so sick?
Green flame
Oops.
blade?
Oh, I was clicking on that because the damage is wrong.
Gotcha. Okay, so you are persuading her to speak. She says, "The rabbit down the merry hole. A long time ago." She winces slightly. You notice deep in her purple skin is a nasty-looking bite mark on her right arm.
You were attacked by a rabbit? Or some rabbit-like creature?
She seems to be mumbling deliriously.
Good times. All right, I'm gonna finish investigating the rest of the rooms down here to see if there's anything else. Is it just the resources that are listed?
Yes.
Are there any other entries and exits to the basement, or is it just this one door to the
Just that one door.
Okay, I think if it's this turn or next turn, I'd like to try to lock this door and barricade it.
You can do that now if you want.
What's the skills? Strength, intelligence, or...
Strength, intelligence, or wisdom.
Yikes. Okay, not any of those feats.
I couldn't think of a way to charm a door into being well constructed. But
No, I'll talk someone else into doing it for me, maybe?
which object are you using?
Let's use the big wooden bins.
Okay.
If there's any benefit, I do have woodcarver's tools.
Sure. We could let you use your proficiency check on barricade with woodcarver's tools. Why not? Give me a D8 there, Braun.
D8. That show up or just for me?
I didn't see it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so 4 more health on that there door. Okay, cool. Then next we're moving on to Arthur.
Okay. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna ask Tad if he would mind if I took his place by the window. Tad, would you mind if I took your place by the window?
Yeah, we can switch, and I'll pop like back here where he was.
And then I'm going to ready action. If this Draugr destroys one of the windows, I'm going to immediately attack it. Not until the barrier is broken. You said the window was slightly open, yeah? This one?
Yeah.
Or no?
It's also
It is.
shattered.
Oh, perfect. Then I'm gonna hit Drugger 2 in the head.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonk him. Yep.
It's not destroyed, but yes, you can see
Yeah,
through
I'm
it.
gonna reach through it and I'm gonna hit him.
And hit him, you're dead.
Son of a gun. Okay. And I'm gonna call that good for now.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Mr. Paul.
Okay. So can I see Draugr 2, or is the window closed in front of it?
The window is open. You can see him.
Okay. I am going to. I'm just gonna chuck my hand axe at him.
Okay.
It's just gonna fly right past him and fly right back. And yeah, and I'm just gonna tell my Steel Defender with my bonus action to just keep doing what it's doing. Just if it climbs through the window, blast him.
Okay. It's going to attack the window adjacent to it.
I'm going to use my reaction to impose disadvantage on that.
Okay, that makes the attack against the window ineffective. Deepak?
I'm gonna do what I've been doing. I think I'm gonna flutter myself out the window and shoot a Draugr.
Okay.
I did. And actually, anytime I roll piercing damage that's a 1 or a 2, I get to re-roll it, but I have to use the new value because
Okay.
I'm a piercer. That's much more like it.
7.
All right.
Okay. So,
And that's it for me.
okay.
Hello.
Yep. I don't think Benny has anything to do without anybody else helping to board up. Braun.
Guess there's not much else to do down here. Can I reinforce this door again with like something bigger, like I guess it's the biggest thing, like the workbench or something.
Until you're out of resources, you sure can.
All right, yeah. Let me add another workbench to this door.
Give us a check. Not quite good enough to add to the door.
Okay.
Or with my face feeling like I got hit with a baseball bat.
All upstairs. Head towards the stairs.
Okay.
Is Tovar helping upstairs now?
Yes, he will. He would have, I guess, moved upstairs to help, but nobody's necessarily telling him what to do.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm heading towards the door.
Okay.
Or the stairs. So.
Arthur, what would you like to do while Braun moves?
I would like to hit the Drugger number 2.
Drugger number 2.
And that shall be it.
Tad.
Alright, it hasn't worked out great so far, but we're just gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna chuck the hand axe at it again. Boom. Use that. Oh, and I did fix the damage. I realized that it was not properly adding my intelligence modifier to it.
Gotcha.
So there's that. And then the hand axe is gonna fly right on back to me.
Okay.
And Steel Defender, I just wanted to, keep on kind of being a sentinel on the window there.
Okay. Barricade Drugger. Smash window. Okay. Window 5 is destroyed.
Window 5 is dying.
Swap that icon. Fast. With these lovely, cool, destroyed barricade icons that we've got. All part of the module. Grab that thing while it's hot. This can no longer be reinforced.
So this is now permanently open.
Yep.
Um,
Deepak.
Alrighty. Let's see here. There's still that same guy outside, so let's go ahead and fly out and give him a shot in the tailpipe.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of nice shooting him from the safety of my second floor apartment.
Alright, we gotta do that check thing. The DC is 16. He dies.
And I didn't have to spend superiority dice. Before I fly back in, while I'm still kind of out over the eaves of the house, I guess I would say, I'm just gonna kind of scan the area and see. Well, let me do a perception, just see if I notice, any waves of them coming in our direction or anything else that I might want to call out to the group.
Sure.
My eyes aren't so good.
You can see 3 of them approaching from the north.
I will relay that information to the team in a high-pitched, high-paced, frantic voice.
All right. And at that point, dear internet viewers online, if you'd like to know what happens next, why don't you pick up this adventure? It's available on dmsguild.com. We're going to go ahead and stop the stream here. Sorry to leave you hanging. But, we make these things so you'll enjoy them, not just watch us play. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on our weekly games. See you guys all soon.